All right, here we go. Stress-riddled Army vet Shamar Elkins called his mom, Mahalia, and stepdad on Easter Sunday to tell them that his wife of 2 years, Shaniqua, had filed for divorce. And he added he wanted to off himself and was drowning in dark thoughts. Another Justin Fairfax. Another Justin Fairfax. So, you know what? I'm going to say he wasn't in his right state of mind. He was possessed. How about that? Yeah, he didn't mean to do it, y'all. He was possessed. He was fighting some demons. We should give this man some grace. He know not what he was doing because he wasn't in control of his body. Yes, he was not in control. He was possessed. That's it. That's all I need to know. Moving on. Next story. Y'all give women this grace all damn day long when they off their kids. Leave them in hot cars and for 8 hours and go clubbing. Come back to the kids all, in a 100-degree car, whatever. And you bitches be postpartum. Okay, well, this man was possessed by demons. There. Let's continue. Jackson said he told his despondent stepson that he could overcome his problems if he stood tough. Yeah, that man up shit is not working. Everybody not trying to man up. Like, man up is not an answer. This man needed help. So the best advice you could give him was just stand tough. This man talking about he had dark thoughts. Y'all, once again, his community let this man down. Okay. Is this a gray hair elbow? My elbow? What the fuck? Y'all see this gray hair on my elbow? Holy cow. I have a gray hair on my elbow. What in the fuck? Oh, that's gross. Okay, sorry. Let's continue. Elkins replied grimly, "Some people don't come back from their demons." There it is there. So all you spiritual Jesus freaks, here you go. Okay, chalk it up to one of the 9 princes of hell that sent one of their minions out to collect some souls. Here you go. That's it. I don't need to see nothing no more than that. This man was possessed by demons. Demon possession. Okay, let's continue. The killer ended up shooting the 8 children execution style. He also turned the gun on Pugh, who was hit several times in the head and stomach. And the woman believed to be his girlfriend, Christina, shot in the head as well. Jeezy Pete. Pugh was hospitalized with life-threatening injuries. Snow was severely wounded. Elkins had 2 previous convictions for driving while intoxicated in 2016 and for illegal use of weapons in 2019. Police reported detail that a National Guard vet pulled a 9mm handgun from his waistband and shot at a vehicle 5 times after a driver pulled a handgun on him, with one of Elkins' bullets being discovered near a school where children were playing. Once again, okay, he wasn't in his right state of mind, y'all. He was possessed by demons. That's pretty much it. He had a history of alluding to mental health struggles and marriage woes on Facebook. Dear God, today I ask you to help me guard my mind and my emotions. When negativity arises, remind me to say it does not belong to me in the name of Jesus. April 9th. Jeezy Pete. Well, Jesus was not there. Jesus was on lunch break as he's always been. Okay, that's all I need to see. All right, he was possessed by demons. Next story.
Our nation saw its deadliest mass shooting in years when a Louisiana man shot and killed 8 children this morning. Tonight, we're learning more about that gunman, Shamar Elkins, who was the father of 7 of those 8 slain children. Tonight, the community of Shreveport has been left shattered. The children, 3 boys and 5 girls, ranging in age from 3 to 11.
Police say the crime scene spans 2 houses. It ended when officers opened fire on the gunman during a police chase. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pulliam is live now with new details tonight. Tim?
Liz Jory, we now know the names of the 8 kids shot and killed, and we're also learning that the shooter had ties to the military and was known to police. This is a Facebook image of the Louisiana man law enforcement believe is a cold-blooded killer. Shreveport police identifying him as Shamari Elkins, the alleged gunman who shot and killed 8 kids. At least 7 of them were his own flesh and blood. The coroner released their names, a total of 7 siblings and a cousin ranging in age from 3 to 11. Jayla, Shayla, Kayla, Layla, Markaden, Soraya, Kedarian and Braylon. Neighbors mourn their deaths at the crime scene.
This is not a freaking joke. This is real, and this is the result when someone snaps.
Police are still trying to determine what motivated the shooting, the attack.
Now, once again, let's find a proper excuse to give this dad, because y'all always give these mamas grace and excuses when they put their kids in microwaves, in the in the dryer, in the oven, in the trunk of a car. So let's find a nice scientific reason for this dad partum. I don't know. Dad partum. How about that? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Began before sunrise when police say the suspect shot a woman at one home and then drove to another house to unleash more violence.
The gray house is the house in which 7 children were located inside that were deceased. There was an additional deceased child that looked like he had tried to escape the residence out the back on the roof.
Officers say a second woman was shot and is believed to be the mother of the suspect's children. Both women are now in the hospital in critical condition. Officers fired at the suspect during a chase after he carjacked a vehicle at gunpoint. ABC News reporting the 31-year-old joined the Louisiana National Guard in 2013 and served 7 years without being deployed. The shooting took place in House Speaker Mike Johnson's district. He offered thoughts and prayers to the family. The shooting impacting people beyond Louisiana. The mayor of Shreveport highlighting that in his statement.
I thought 50 Cent was coming to bring economic fortune to Shreveport. Once again, y'all trying to take a trip down to Shreveport for a getaway with your woman or your man, with your kids? I don't think so.
It reads in part. Tragedy like this does not belong to one family alone. It belongs to all of us. Today, our community is grieving the unimaginable loss of innocent children. There are no words that can make sense of it and no distance that shields us from it.
Take out this evil out of our nation, out of our parish, out of our city, out of our lives, God. We know mental illness is real, God.
This attack considered one of the deadliest mass shootings in Louisiana. The community asking for prayers.
This community needs you. I need you. Because how do we get through this?
Ma'am, how about we prevent this? How about we prevent shit like this? Once again, we live in a society that does not allow men to seek help or ask for help. We're just literally piggybacking off of the Fairfax guy, Justin Fairfax, and his situation. A brotherhood turned their backs on him. A society allowed women to basically falsely accuse this man with no proof. This man was unable to work and feed and provide for his family. He resorted to drinking, alcoholism, and it cost him his entire household, including himself. This is a societal thing. Stop trying to place the shit squarely on the shoulders of a man. That's bullshit.
According to the FBI, domestic violence crimes are up. Between 2020 and 2024, law enforcement reported more than 11,000 domestic violence murder victims. In this case, investigators are still trying to figure out what led up to this shooting.
Okay, now what they didn't do is differentiate, okay, what type of domestic violence from who? What race, what genders, what nationalities, what sexual identities, okay? So nice. Okay, thank you for lumping everybody into the whole DV situation.
Tim Pulliam, ABC 7, Eyewitness News.
Tim,
Okay.